Ladies and gentlemen of the congregation.
Had to get us started because we're already pretty late.
Yeah, it's
I would have to take off my headset because I'm shaking it off anyway.
Poo on you, sir.
It is poo. I just found him underneath my desk.
How dare you?
He winking though.
Poo.
Not me, bro. Not me.
Not me.
I want to say that's like the equivalent of dabbing on chat, but
dabbing on chat.
You're pooing on chat.
Pooing on chat.
So
there
yes.
you go. Perfect.
So yes, once again,
Ladies and gentlemen of the congregation, we are gathered here today in celebration of cookies and the holy name of Rimuru Tempest. In the name of our Savior,
Holy
Schmidt.
Holy shit.
all right. So yeah.
It just started.
Please open your holy books of Rimuruism to page 235 of the physical edition. Deacon Shim, if they're reading on Kindle, where the fuck should they be?
Oh, page 230, my lord.
224.
I believe I asked Shim.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. That's pretty
Deacon
close.
Shim.
Isn't it?
I didn't hear that part.
I
sorry.
said a specific. Yeah, exactly. He omits the parts he doesn't want to hear.
Yeah, I omitted it. Yeah, let's go with that.
Pod Schmed
Very good.
America. Yeah.
Yeah, back me up. Back me up here, chat.
What chapter are we on?
4 still, right?
Bankruptcy.
Yeah, we haven't
chapter
finished
11.
chapter 4 yet.
We're on chapter
so.
11.
I also
we're
wasn't here
bankrupt.
last time, so
Clearly,
I
we're
had a little bit to do.
Clearly, we are bankrupt. It's chapter 11.
Clearly, I don't own an air fryer.
No, we have we are on chapter 4. We're on the last bit of chapter 4. We're just gonna read to the end of chapter 4 and call it a night.
Yeah.
He wants to play Raft. More Raft.
He wants to play Schnaft.
No, I want to go to bed. I'm tired.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for coming, though, guys.
Yeah, when the
All 8 of
altar
you
boy
guys.
answers
Yeah.
for the deacon. How dare.
It's okay. It is appreciated, though.
That's why I'm drinking wine.
Oh,
Yeah, poo-poo.
hold on.
I
My
should do something
camera
with him.
being
He usually
really
has a
slow
costume,
right
but I
now.
don't know where the fuck he is.
Is my camera lagging?
Yeah.
Or am
Yes.
A little
I
bit.
don't know why. Hang on. Hold on. Let me turn it off and back on.
Yeah, sometimes
do the
Twitch gets a
traditional
little
IT
nippy,
thing.
So. Yeah,
The tradition.
I know that stuff now. Yeah,
Traditional IT thing. Have you
Yep.
turned it on and off again?
I mean, it is true. That stuff solves a lot
that
of things.
voice.
Guys,
too.
I don't have the energy. I will not be doing exercises tonight. Sorry.
Yeah.
235 through 252.
Okay.
So a little
Why
under
are
20
you
pages
having
if we can
issues?
make it
I'm not
through
even
that.
seeing Discord
Cool.
anymore.
Oh no. All right.
Discord, are you gonna throw a bone?
Volume
Fuck with me
6.
here?
Like, that hasn't changed, guys. Where have you guys been?
Sleep.
Also, oh, Paul, don't you boo me. You
Nope.
can fuck right off
Hello.
with that booing shit.
There we go. Now I'm back. Hi.
Oh well.
Okay. So, really quickly, I submitted 6 panels to Anime Week in Atlanta today.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
It'd be what it be.
Honestly, we'll
Now
probably
y'all
get,
can hear me.
at the very least, we'll probably
Hey.
get approved for 4. I submitted 2 voice actor panels.
Oh.
One is safe. It's like E for everybody, and then the other one is like, we hope it's later in the evening because we're gonna say fuck a lot.
At least
Fuck
once.
yeah.
The 18 plus panel and then the every
Shit,
everyone
yeah.
panel.
18 plus,
fuck
18 plus, 18 plus just gives off the idea that we're gonna be doing like hentai and shit, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
this is just
Well, I
this
think
is
it's more
just
for the language.
this is voiceover with curse words. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not gonna be moaning into the microphone unless you pay us.
I've done
And
that.
I'm actually-
no. I've done that called dubbing after dark, and literally we had the audience come up and seriously voice act hentai manga. 2 of them, in fact.
That sounds
I
hilarious.
Yeah.
wasn't 100% sure if they would allow us to actually show the images for
Probably
the
not.
manga on the screen. So what we did was we did the most extreme eliminations announcers, guys, describing what was happening in the hentai manga.
The most extreme.
Beautiful.
Like they read like
We're doing it. We're doing it the whole time. We're doing it the whole time. And he's like, "Oh, and that one was so close, right? You are Ken." And it's like so, like it was.
It's like NFL football announcers.
Have you not seen MXC Most Extreme Eliminations?
No, I thought you were talking about the Animal Planet channel. Or
No,
Animal Planet special.
no,
No. I thought wrestling from what you said.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, just National Geographic just narrating a sex scene.
That may be funny.
Oh, jeez.
Nah, National Geographic would be too as like it'd just be too plain. I like the
Could
idea
you
of
imagine?
wrestling announcers though.
The wrestling narrator? Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like he's gonna go all the way. He's almost there. Oh, right on the face.
I was thinking like a David Attenborough like documentary thing where it's like, and so the hentai protag scrapes back his hair and proceeds to go for penetration.
I'm not gonna lie, I have a terrible idea for a costume. So
What's the
I'm
costume?
gonna be going to all 4 days of AWA, but
Yeah.
just take a guess.
Oh, you are doing a hentai protag costume. That's awesome. I love it.
I don't know if I'm going
Yeah,
to
the
do
hair
it.
for
but
that,
if I
yeah.
am going to do it. I've got to get a couple things, but still.
I feel like you gotta shave for that too.
I
little
know
bit.
that's one of the things I don't want to do. My only
Yeah.
other
Shave
option
your
from
beard.
that is
Well,
yeah.
it
My only
grows
other
back.
option from that is to gain a shit ton of weight, but I don't want to.
No, then
Yeah,
you're
no,
what's his
no.
face? Then you were the
The hair
other
is
flag.
easier to do than gaining
Yeah.
and losing that weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't commit to the bit for that. That's not worth.
Yeah, no.
The shaving might be, but not. Yeah.
Yeah, the shaving might be.
Yeah.
But not the gaining 5,000 pounds.
Yep, I might.
Well, no, what did Thor have for Endgame? Like one of those fat suits and whatever. You could get one of those. Or rent one, I guess.
Just get a big pillow.
that costs money.
Yeah.
Big pillow. That's the one.
Yeah, just.
But no, I'm probably.
You gotta
if
make
I
it
end
look.
up
Can't
doing
make it look
I'll
like a
go
pillow,
ahead
though.
and shave for it
Mhm.
because that would be funny. It would just
Be
be
great.
so funny.
You also
I
need
don't
like a
know
mosaic.
how many
Baby schmooze.
mosaic.
Actually, if they let you, it would be really funny if you could somehow do like the mosaic censoring somewhere.
Either that or just carry around a mirror that that I'll just like move around that area.
No, this might be
To
a
make
personal
a light-
question. But do you have a significant other or person
I
who'd
do
be willing
not.
to cosplay with you? Because I was gonna say
wish.
it'd be really funny if you could hold hands with them and then have like a censored mosaic over your hands. That'd be
That'd be
really
amazing.
funny.
Like,
I'd like
oh, we
that.
I
can't
would
have
love
hand
that.
holding here. We gotta
Yeah.
censor the hands.
It'd be
Come
really
on.
funny.
Oh man.
Can't hold your
Yeah.
hands
Oh god.
here.
We've
You know,
held hands. Am I gonna get
places.
pregnant?
I don't want to catch pregnancy.
Yeah. I'm not
Anyway,
ready.
anyway,
I just
anyway,
remember
guys,
the
if you have
Family
not
Matters
seen, if you
stuff.
have not seen MXC, go on YouTube and look it up.
Okay.
Most Extreme Elimination Challenge (MXC) is an American comedy
Oh.
television program that aired on Spike TV from April 2003 to 2007. It's repurposed footage from the Japanese game show Takeshi's Castle, which originally aired from 1986 to 1990, and the repurposed MXC created a completely new premise, storyline, and characters, with two teams competing against each other in a la a typical team sports broadcast, and players trying to win points for their teams by surviving through different challenges. In the
That sounds
original
familiar.
program, the Count and his underlings would follow the progress of the players as they moved through the course. In the repurposed, Count Takeshi became veteran network announcer Vic Romano, and the Count's flunky became young upstart Kenny Blankenship.
Kenny, what?
So, yeah, Blankenship. All right. Literally,
okay.
it's two Japanese dudes just in top notch, just talking to each other in like feudal looking gear. And then one of them goes, "Go right, you are Ken." And I'm like, oh my fucking god.
I appreciate it. It's good.
Most Extreme Elimination Challenge was created and produced by RC Entertainment in Los Angeles. Blah 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 blah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's
I
like,
just looked
it
that up.
was-
MXD.
Yeah. And
I
literally,
like the first thing that popped up is the top 25 most painful eliminations.
oh yeah,
I'm watching that right now.
Oh yeah,
Some of the I like you saw
Yeah.
me too. Like I cringed. Like, that was rough.
So the two announcers that you're hearing for this are the characters that I based this dubbing after dark thing. So because I wasn't sure that we could show the images, I was like, how best do we describe the images? Well, what if we did them as those two guys from NXT? And literally it got to the point where the guy just busts and it's like he's gonna goal! And I ran around the whole
fuck is it raw?
I
amazing.
ran around the whole room.
Erotic.
I ran around the whole room doing this. And keep in mind
Good,
mind that these two announcers that I'm talking about, that's me and Calvin.
Gotta commit to the bit, man.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of
great.
You
you.
never say
That's
no in
amazing.
improv.
It was great. It was
Ever.
great.
Also good to see all of you guys again. I forgot to say.
Hey.
Mm.
Oh, it's a pleasure seeing you.
With field reporter Guy Ledouche.
The douche. I don't know if you can see him, but over there you can see General Grievous. He is finally out. I have cleaned up.
Beautiful.
I am happy.
Oh, you're a bold one for presenting him like that.
Hello there.
Negotiator. General Sparkoby.
Girl,
You
Sparky.
are a bold one. I don't even know if anyone can see him. He's just there going.
I did not actually notice it until you pointed him out.
Yeah, I cleaned up a lot, so he was
I
originally
remember- I
right there-ish.
Oh, like in the second or the top
Mhm.
shelf, but not like on
Yeah,
top.
and
of it.
then
I
he's
remember the-
been promoted, so
Guy
Okay,
Ledouche.
that's good. I remember
also
that there
doing
was
the
a robot
fucking-
chicken episode with General Grievous as like a car wash guy.
yeah.
I'm
He did
not
pretty well.
kidding. Yeah, they're still going.
I'm
with,
totally doing the fucking come back when you're little, richer. I'm totally doing that fucking Zelda CDI.
Come back
thing.
when you're a little Richie, as it were.
Richie.
Yeah.
I think Richie likes being associated with the Zelda CDI.
You don't
things.
have to. You don't have to. Look, here's
Link,
the
my
thing.
boy.
You don't even have to spin. It already rotates.
Yeah,
There
I'm
you
just
go.
that good.
there we
I'm
go.
just that good, and that's not me using my arm. That's just the single finger.
That's a good workout.
Hmm
The double
Gotta get those
deuce.
daily exercises in.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Can you not hear me? Well, here, let me turn it up for you. Backhand the shit out of you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I have no idea.
I was
I'm
just
so
a little
sorry.
hungry, and
I
The
got my
fingers.
fingers. I need at least one, you know.
oh, hang on.
It's
hang on.
the two
Let me
fingers.
grab something out of it.
I only need two.
Read between the lines, buddy.
Tarnished.
It's like-
Welcome to the two
Alright,
fingers.
anyway.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
We gave you another reason to like the world. Why?
Yeah.
We're terrible people. All right. That having been said,
Yes.
we need to get to the actual book because
Mm-hmm.
fuck,
The book.
guys, fuck.
I
Yeah, I know.
suppose.
Before we
need
get
to
to the
read
stroke
book.
of midnight, actually.
Which, funny. That's the next line. Huh.
Yeah, I've been making that joke every time we hopped on. And I'm going to continue to until we get past that part.
It's a good motivator.
Yeah.
Binks no sakeo.
Gesundheit.
Dame, dame. Dame, yo. Dame, no, yo. Sorry.
Yo.
Oh, we're doing, Dame, no.
Dorime.
Na, na, na. Na, na, na. Nachime. Na, na, na. Na, na, na.
All right. So who's starting us off?
Hmm.
God damn it. At the stroke of midnight, Shuna, Soe, and Hakuto sprang into action. They quickly discovered Clayman's headquarters within the wetlands covered by the mysterious mist and began to stealthily make their way there. It looked a bit like this. Sneaking, 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 sneaking. Yeah.
That's
One of
the
them is probably
motion
singing their
speaking.
theme song. theme song.
One of them was singing. Yeah.
It's Soe.
Yeah, singing the theme
It's-
song.
No.
Yeah.
The theme song for Soe is literally Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
Heroes in a
Turtles.
half shell.
Heroes
Turtle
in a half
power.
shell.
Turtle power.
power.
Stop saying his lines for him, man. Come
I'm
on.
just against the wall. Turtles in a half shell. Turtle power.
Heroes in a half shell, turtle power.
Oh, that's right. Other way around.
Uh,
Ugh. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. Shh. Yes.
A half shell, heroes
Master
in a
Split. I mean, Rimuru.
Yes, Rimuru. The crime wave was high. These muggings mysterious. All the police and the people were furious because they couldn't find the source of this lethally evil force.
Ooh, focaccia.
Something must have been afoot.
It sounds like a funky club for podiatrists.
Yeah. Good times. They make us sneakier.
Yeah, here's the thing. So he could never work for the foot. He's always he can't work for the foot. He's always got you covered. He's one real sneaker.
oh.
All right, here we are.
Yeah.
Beyond these wetlands were several murky swamps, gas bubbling out from the surface. This was what created the cloud of mist, making things seem eerier than they already were. The moment they waded in, visibility plummeted to nearly nothing. Uh-oh. This mist is blocking our magic sense,
It is.
Soe confirmed.
That was why we called off our investigation. With this poor visibility, anyone inside would have to rely on their own five senses to see around them. That's what the enemy must use to keep track of what goes on in here.
I see. So we face a brutal disadvantage.
Indeed, Sir Hakuro. You and I can use covert agent to hide our presences, but Lady Shuna...
I should be fine. It was true. Hakuro could use his haze concealing skill to all but disappear into the external observer, as could Soe. Ninja, vanish! Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Right you are, Ken. You could be standing right next to them and never realize it. Shuna, despite not having this exact art, could still perfectly heal herself. A combination of illusory, and mystical magic? It doesn't seem to work like haze, but it has the same effect. Oh, I don't know who's saying. Oh, no.
I think that's Hakuro.
A combination of illusory and mystical magic. It doesn't work like haze, but it has the same effect. Well done, Lady Shuna. Hakuro was right. This approach was Shuna's
Wake up.
no,
Grab on personal.
original creation. While she wasn't quite as gifted as at it as Rimuru, her creator's unique skill allowed her to conjure up her own magic spells without a recipe.
Then we should be fine.
Soe said.
But I want you all to remember that thought communication won't work in this fog. Visibility is low. It is hard to stay in contact.
Thought
We all need
communication. What every
Oh.
pimp needs.
Just
Bring me my money, bitch.
make that money. Make that money.
Bring
make
me
the
my
dough.
money, bitch. You can catch these 5 fingers.
Oh my gosh.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
dude.
Slap!
I thought it said death punch, but you know.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap! Like, God damn it.
Slap.
All right, anyway, continue. Sorry.
It's okay. Visibility is low. It is hard to stay in contact, and we all need to proceed carefully and cautiously. Also,
Even with Soe's replications, thought communication based conversation would be impossible. Instead, he provided a length of
Sorry.
It's okay. I thought you were just like, oh, that term.
Oh, this is so boring.
Sticky
No.
steel thread.
Mhm,
Make
just-
sure to get yours from Rimuru today.
Hmm.
3 easy payments of $19.95. Anyway,
1969.
no. In the summer
No.
of '69.
Tina.
Anyway,
Mhm.
around each of their wrists for emergency contacts. Focusing on this thread would allow them to maintain at least a modicum of communication. But if the string broke, that would mean the end of contact. Using it required a great deal of caution. Shuna and Hakuro nodded and wrapped it around. Really? Their wrists.
Why
They
wrists?
were ready.
Tired.
They were ready now. Let's get going, Shuna said, and the 3 ran off.
Sorry, they just
Shim, take
starts
over
to
from
random
here.
report.
Shim, take over
Yeah,
from here.
got
I'm
it.
gonna pass out apparently.
Gotcha. I'm
Yeah.
on it, man.
Yeah.
Then after several, yeah. Then after several minutes of walking, Shuna stopped.
No,
Oh,
she
no.
believes in the power of Rimuru.
I know I saw that. I was like, she got spiral power? Spiral
Nah,
power is
bro, she
basically.
believes in the power of Rimuru.
Believe in the you. Believe in the me that believes in you.
Who
Believe
needs
in
the
the me
power
that
of
believes
friendship
in the
when you
you
have
that believes in the
Rimuru?
One
Is
Piece.
in peace. Dude, I love
Because your
that
drill
quote
is
by
the drill that'll
Gintama.
pierce the heavens.
Believe
I
in
love
the
when
power
Ichigo
of the
said that.
drill that believes in the you that believes in the me that believes in the One Piece.
The Bankai. Sorry.
All right.
Anyway. Then after several minutes of walking, Shuna stopped. Oh no, she whispered. We seem to have fallen into a trap. A trap? I can feel my senses going haywire on me. Yes, but I don't feel any enemies around the... What? Before he could finish speaking, Soe felt multiple presences nearby appear from nowhere, virtually surrounding them. How on? Where were so many of these enemies hiding, such that we couldn't notice them? No, Hakuro, they weren't hiding. We were lured right into them. This is different. This fog. The cloud's doing more than just confusing our sense of direction. It's concealing the enemy and inviting us right to the middle of their circle. I see. That explains the odd feeling I had just now. You're right. The mist is triggering spatial interference to lure intruders from any direction to a specific place. Before Shuna finished explaining this, one of the presences appeared. Soe and Hakuro steeled themselves toward it, keeping a watchful eye out for the still unseen monsters in the mist. As Shuna closed her mouth and focused on it, a skeleton dressed in a vestment of pure white. Such a massive magical force, she whispered, beads of sweat on her forehead. For a moment, she thought it might have been Clayman himself, although she banished the thought quickly. It was past midnight. The Demon Lord should be over at the Walpurgis Council. Perhaps it was one of Clayman's 5 fingers, then, but the figure before them exuded pure presence, beyond that of the Beastketeers and approaching Demon Lord level. The power of this magic-born was overwhelming. It was a wonder that it was subservient to anyone else. She recalled that Murin told her about the Clayman's most senior leaders, and that one of them was geared strictly towards defending their base. You must be Adomon, then, the ruler of this land, the White King with power over countless undead. Hakura had just used Heaven Gaze to reach the same conclusion, but his figure was more ominous than how Murin described it, its force far more massive. The guardian of this wetland was a White King on the level of a Demon Lord. Soe accepted Shuna and Hakuro's appraisal, finding no reason to doubt it. Then, quietly, he sharpened his blade-like mind. No matter who the enemy is, he will kill him. That was his credo. But just as Soe was about to move, the White King spoke. Indeed, I am Adelman. I have been ordered to protect this land by the great Demon Lord Clayman. Lowly intruders like you may do nothing but humbly submit your lives to me. Do it, and I will kill you without pain. This was the command of a kingly figure, not the words of a foe who saw Shuna and her companions as equals. Considering the massive, overwhelming amount of Adelman's magic energy, anything else would almost seem improper. Now, all around the area, a legion of over 10,000 undead were writhing, as if attracted to the seemingly inexhaustible supply of magicals. Cracking, wrenching sounds filled the air as they moved to encircle the trio. You're fully surrounded, Shuna breathlessly reported. This mist is working alongside a directional barrier to prevent teleportation outside. All our means of communication are blocked. The only way to get out of here is to defeat this Adelman foe. Then we must strike their leader at once. No disagreement here. A blow from me can kill even the dead. Hakuro and Soe had no interest in following Adelman's advice. As Shuna explained the situations, they both went on the attack, but Adelman simply laughed in their faces. You appear not to know your place. I generously provided you mercy, and yet you remain foolish to the end. You will regret refusing that offer shortly. He breezily swung an arm. The next moment, the most surprising thing happened. The white blade of Hakuro, instantly zooming within range of Adelman, was blocked by the knight who appeared in front of him. Hakuro stepped back in shock, failing to believe that this killer blow could be parried. This was a Death Knight, rank A- in the guild system. But from that clash, Hakuro could sense something was off. It was a powerful monster, yes, but no garden variety Death Knight could even block a slash from him. You are no normal adversary. Very well. Let me give you my full attention. He had an accurate beat on this Death Knight, and the threat it carried for him. Its strength relied not on physical toughness, but on the built-up level of its skills, which meant Heaven Gaze would tell him nothing about it, so he used his own physical might to confront it. Ugh. The Death Knight was silent. The corpse serving as the shell of its body was incapable of speech, but there was a blistering blue flame in its sunken eyes. The light of consciousness was in there, the pride of a former human being, and it told Hakuro that his challenge was accepted. Even after abandoning life, this this Death Knight was a proud, noble warrior. The difference in magical energy between the two was negligible, as was their physical muscle. It marked the beginning of a clash between built-up skills, one that quickly made sparks fly. Also, hi, first-time chat, Damasu Oni-chan Hanya. It's good to see you.
Hi.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Doing okay. We're just reading some light novels as we do every Monday. Thank you for looking forward to that. We'll
I did
see
ask
how it
that
goes.
they put some Neontas in the chat because I got the notification for the follow, but I didn't want to interrupt you guys for that. So.
Oh, that's all good, man. Yeah,
Are
but
you, did
hello.
you get?
Thanks for
did
coming.
you already get to the asterisk? I don't think you did.
Oh no, not yet.
Okay.
We're still going. So the death might just block the thing. So before Soe, meanwhile, was
Okay.
Adelman himself.
That's where I thought
Sorry,
you
go
were
ahead.
at. No, you're good.
Yeah.
That's where I thought you were at. All right, cool.
An enormous shadow from out of nowhere blocking all attempts to attack him. Soe glared at the towering shade. No, a dragon zombie? No, Soe! Shuna could see it more fully through the muck. Nothing that weak. Its magicals outnumber yours. It stands at the peak of the undead. It's a death dragon. Soe's face tensed upon hearing this. He could also manage this solo, but fighting this foe while guarding Shuna was a different story. The usually reliable Hakuro was too busy with the Death Knight. He had to dispatch this death dragon as soon as possible, or else Shuna would be overrun by the thousands of undead lumbering their way in from all sides. Now Soe realized there was no time to hold back. Then die! Mystic Thread Strike! Without delay, Soe dealt out the most powerful attack he could, a killer move that fricasseed the enemy with thousands of branching strings of sticky steel thread, each granted the insta-kill effect from his Shadow Striker unique skill. They created a virtual garden with beautiful bloody blooms, like a kaleidoscope. Even a half-spiritual lifeform like an undead would be snuffed out by the spiritual body-slicing move. Or so it should have. No! It's regenerating? Soe could feel himself begin to sweat. The 60-foot-long beast's body was ripped apart, seemingly ending the battle, but then as if nothing was amiss, the death dragon's body reassembled itself. It went so fast, even faster than ultra-speed regeneration, that it seemed like nothing less than immortality. Then let me destroy you, soul and all! Soe! Shuna shouted as he steeled himself. Calm down. You know how to analyze your foe's strengths. You should know that you can't beat a death dragon. What? That dragon's soul is within the magic-born Adelman, she quietly declared. Don't worry about me. Just work on keeping that dragon where it is. I'll defeat Adelman. It's too dangerous. No, Soe, listen to me. I'm angry. A cold smile stretched across Shuna's face to dispel Soe's worries. They shined a piercing light, exhibiting her raging emotions. The sight made Soe climb up, unable to speak. As the formal princess of the ogre tribe, Shuna's words had the power to make others do her bidding. And now that power was stronger than even the otherworlder Kirara Mizutani's bewildered unique skill. Besides, Shuna wasn't some precious cargo that required constant protection. Damn right. Soe knew that. So there was only one answer. Yes, Lady Shuna. Best of luck. She contentedly smiled. You too, Soe. The dragon's all yours. Soe nodded back, giving Shuna his full trust, then threw himself back into his own fight. Alright.
I love how
Now
it's
we're
like,
there.
no, you don't understand. I'm mad. And everyone's just like, oh no, is she Hulk?
I'm mad. Oh, no,
I'm
she's
mad.
gone. Dude, when the quiet girl says I'm mad, she mad. So,
Watch out for the quiet ones.
yep.
Always.
Okay,
Alright.
so
Who's next?
next would be Moon.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to Sonic after that.
Shuna, left alone, didn't waver at all as she confronted Adelman. The White King rewarded this by glaring at her. Huh.
Why's it gotta be a white king, huh?
little girl?
Why's it gotta be a white king?
Look, that's just what it says. Talk to the writer, bro.
Talk to the hand, which is the writer.
Yeah. Come on, man.
My right hand wrote this book.
Talk to the white hand, not the left. Yeah, racist.
Oh, that's a good
one. Anyway.
And what do you intend to do, little girl? What could you do without anyone to defend you? How are you going to engage 10,000 foes at once? There was an odd sort of joy in Adelman's voice. He was enjoying this, in fact. The Demon Lord Clayman's orders were absolute, but Adelman was still afforded his own sense of free will, although his activities were limited in every other way. The only thing he was allowed full reign to do was wipe out intruders. Clayman's other minions derided him for having so much power, but so little brains to back that up. And it was only because he was not allowed to leave this land or do anything on his own volition. And it was perhaps the way that he wasn't even allowed to provide excuses to them that made people fail to realize it. Adelman was less a magic born and more a weapon, a base defense mechanism bound to this land. His soul remained unbound, but his behavior was now automatic, following the orders input into him. He spoke of his loyalty to Clayman, but that was just an act. He had been preset to pay his formal respects to the owner of this device. In his heart of hearts, Adelman wanted to be released from these bonds. That was why he enjoyed talking with Shuna. The defense mechanisms worked automatically. He had no authority to alter them in any way. The chats he had with intruders were his only hobby to speak of, the only thing no one else could interfere with. The Demon Lord Kazalim, creator of this structure, offered him that much mercy. Or maybe not. But Adelman wanted to think so. That gesture also, after all, was what had allowed him to live all this time, 1,000 years or so, without succumbing to insanity. Even if it was just a measure to keep this system running longer, I have to thank him for that, at least. And he meant it. That was why he never spared any effort to hammer down intruders, regardless of what he thought about it. But at least he prayed, as he imagined an army of 10,000 undead preying upon Shuna that it could be done painlessly. But then her voice rang out sharply once more. No need to worry about me. Alignment field! At that instant, the area within a 300-foot radius of Shuna became holy ground, where nothing of evil alignment could tread. It was another original product of Shuna's mind, using her experience to analyze the anti-magic area and holy field, then fuse them together. This barrier obstructed all magicules, but it could also be set to block fire, wind, or any one of the other 4 major elements, making it a shockingly formidable defensive spell. Now we won't be distracted. If I defeat you, that will destroy the defense system with you at its core, right? Impressive. And you've seen through my secret as well. What is your name, girl? Shuna was absolutely right. If Adelman died, the whole base defense system would crumble. It was structured to bind Adelman's soul down, using it to circulate the large amounts of magicules it required. That would no doubt free the Death Dragon serving him, as well as the Death Knight, Alberto, who was once Adelman's friend and confidant. Shuna had seen all that at a glance, and Adelman offered her his strongest respect for that. Respect, and the ever-so-slight hope that she might be able to release him from this pain. My name is Shuna! Shuna. Lady Shuna. Then let us settle this for good. If you can defeat me, I will follow your wishes. Thank you for the polite request. However, all I seek is the destruction of the Demon Lord Clayman. If you stay out of my way, I could leave you alone to live on this land, perhaps.
I'm not sure that's possible, I'm afraid.
No, I thought you might be capable of conquering the ties that bind you, but perhaps I was wrong. Oh, well, in that case, she said, without a moment's hesitation, I will kill you as I intended to.
If I could conquer them,
Thought Adelman.
I would have done it eons ago. Kazalim is a man to be feared, a foe no one can hold a candle to. The nickname, Curse Lord, is not just bravado, and she makes it all sound so easy. Then the time for talk is over,
He declared, still having no ill will toward her.
Try to resist me with everything you've got.
All the darts.
Yeah, for real. Adelman was born a prince in one of the small nations under the jurisdiction of the Holy Empire of Lubelius. These lands were all too weak to have their own standing militaries, instead relying on the temple knights sent from the church's central headquarters. In exchange, they were required to adopt Luminism as the state religion and provide money and qualified personnel for their knight corps. The Western Holy Church of the time didn't enjoy the influence they wielded now. This was before the advent of their crusader groups. Practitioners who showed talent could be granted the name of acolyte, a non-hereditary title, but that was it. In the midst of that, Adelman was an exceptional performer, and with his elder brother taking over the country and quickly giving birth to an heir, he was free to devote himself deeply to spreading the faith, joining the church's missionary corps, and quickly making a name for himself. He was devout to the faith, constantly fascinated by the divine works of Luminous. Never once did he doubt the existence of this lone, true, powerful goddess. That devotion eventually led him to learn the divine miracles of the church's archbishop class, making him the greatest master of holy magic in his era. In time, he advanced to the rank of cardinal, the loftiest in the Western Holy Church. In the Lubelius noble hierarchy, he was no one particularly special, but he redoubled his efforts, extending his interest in magic beyond the holy spells he was familiar with. He would hold long discussions about magic with Ghidorah, one of his best friends at the time, as he incessantly polished his skills. The effort eventually paid off. He became an enlightened, transcending the bounds of humanity itself. An enlightened was a person who retained their human form, but on the inside was a demi-spiritual being, similar to a higher-level elemental. Their powers were leaps and bounds above those of a regular human, and they were often seen as defenders of the human cause. This power quickly put Adelman in a position of immense central authority. Time passed, Adelman's intensive study continued, and eventually he took the next step forward to the highest peak of mankind, a sage. As he did, he was greeted with wondrous news. He would be called to the inner cloister at the top of the church's holy mountain. The offer filled him with joy. Finally, an audience with Luminous herself. He always believed that Luminous was real, an unwavering belief that served as the source for all his faith. So he promptly set off for the holy mount, not believing for a moment.
He was right. Luminous is real. It's just that her full name is Luminous Valentine.
I don't get that yet.
No relation.
You won't
to Jacko.
because you haven't seen season 2 yet.
Working on it.
Yeah.
I'm finishing the OVA.
The holy god of Luminism, Luminous herself, is one of the 10 demon lords.
Ooh.
Yeah. She's a demon
That's
lord.
not divine
She's
at
a demon
all.
lord and a vampire, bruh. Great.
What the fuck?
There's no way my goddess is a demon lord
That's
and vampire.
ridiculous. Oh.
I can't believe my goddess, who is a demon or a demon lord and a vampire, is this cute. Volume 1,
Eh.
a book by me.
Isn't it a guy?
Huh?
Oh,
No?
wait,
Luminous?
Okay, I might be thinking
Luminous
someone
is a
else,
girl. Adelman is a guy. You can tell from
Oh, that's who I'm
you
thinking
can
of.
tell
My
you
bad.
can tell from the fact that he's
Oh.
just a straight boner.
Shh. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Also, she's Shrespian.
You never have to do an MRI of him
See, that's
or an X-ray.
Hey,
sorry for the spoilers, but at the same time, it's like be careful around here because we are reading the light novels. So
Dude, all right, here's the
careful.
thing. I'm not going to be careful about the spoilers for season 2 because like at this point, it's over a year old. If you haven't seen season 2, that's your fault.
besides,
Scrape
forcing
and
me to watch it anyways. I don't know why I said Ricky.
Luminous
I'm
don't
sorry,
suck.
sir. Please don't put me in the dungeon.
Luminous scrape and lick. I can't do the sucking motion he
I
does.
love that Kat refers to her son. Love that Kat, our Rimuru, refers to her son as her mini slime.
Aw.
She's like,
It's adorable.
in lighter news, my mini slime is gonna be 1 tomorrow, and I'm like,
Aw.
yeah.
Happy birthday, tiny slime.
Tiny
On the
Rimuru.
subject
hold
of
on,
mini
hold on,
slime.
hold on. We could do this.
Yeah.
We can do this properly. We can do this properly.
Are you summoning her in here?
I am
Oh.
summoning the cat.
Ooh.
We summoned
Oh.
thee.
You're summoning
While
my
you're
lord.
doing that,
Oh, this is
on the
a
subject
joyous
of
day.
mini
Summoning
slimes, whenever Rimuru's in the bath, are those just other slimes, or are they like toys that they bring in? Is that ever discussed
think they're
anywhere?
Those are other slimes. Yeah.
I'd assume.
Okay.
If the slime
Do you
tires
think it's
is
like
anything to
it's
go
like the
off.
slime equivalent of a rubber ducky? Is that what you thought?
Yeah.
It was?
Yes.
Why wouldn't it be? They
Rubber
model
See, now
everything
you
after
say
him.
that, I can picture the smallest ones, maybe.
Rubber
Maybe the
slimy,
That's the one that
smallest
you're
ones,
talking
you're
about.
the one.
The tiny one.
You make
Humor.
bath time so much fun.
Yep.
I'll slip you inside Shion tonight. She'll scream
Oh,
in
that's a-
pleasure. It's my delight. All right. Anyway,
I don't remember the
dear.
lyrics going quite like that.
it
But,
it did not. It did not go that way.
I think they do. They have
they
like
don't.
a pillow
No.
version of Rimuru in
Yeah.
the show, so I would not be surprised if they had like a Rimuru version of him as a rubber ducky.
gotta have that merch, man. Gotta go for the grind. Gotta go for the side hustles.
Hell yeah.
How else do you think they pay for that village?
You don't think that
That
little
merch sells.
Rimuru rubber ducks would like sell like hotcakes in the Jurist Tempera Forest?
You don't think they
like,
make
store?
soap bars out of him?
Do they have a gift shop?
That would
Is that
make
ever
sense.
established in the lore? The Forest of
I
Jurist.
mean,
They have a
I
gift
don't
Assume
shop.
they'd have
They
one.
have a gift shop, but it's not quite like that. Yes, but we are not on that novel yet.
We don't know if that is
a
canon
gift shop
yet,
is
but,
canon.
Rimuru
This is
gift-
amazing. Do they have
That's
like
my
one of those
favorite.
like
Right,
little
oh,
stands?
Thank you for
Hold on.
being a-
I need to. No crap. I
Oh, it's my
accidentally
lord.
unplugged my
Oh, boy.
freaking
Hello, my
headphones.
lord. It's good to see you.
Hello, Lady Rimuru.
Hello.
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 Uh-oh.
The baby is here.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey, it's baby. It's
Hello,
baby
little
Rimuru.
It's the tiny slime. Hello.
The tiny slime.
Happy birthday.
Also, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Yay!
Hey.
That's him saying thank you.
Mhm.
How was Gordo's day yesterday? First Father's Day.
Not bad. We went to dinner and I got him some dad essentials.
Like a tie and socks.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the usual.
Like a
Aw.
yeah. Got me some
And,
dad essentials. It's a PS5.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a
Absolutely
good
essential.
dad.
I'm surprised you'd be able to
Absolutely.
get one for him. Actually, where I need to figure out where you
For
got
real.
one. I need to get one.
Bro, it's Rimuru. It's Rimuru.
Dude,
Use
Oh,
that
make it
great
happen.
sage power. Come on now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just randomly
Yeah,
spits,
just
randomly
duplicate it. Just eat
randomly
one and
just
duplicate it.
spits a
Use
PS5
Raphael,
out.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Fucking cheater
Mm.
with Raphael.
Oh,
man.
dude, if that was, that'd be awesome if you could just do
Okay.
that.
Here's the thing. These 2 volumes are the Tempest Founder Festival, right? It is
Yes.
literally a giant festival. So yes, they have a damn gift shop because Rimuru's whole purpose
Yes.
for this Founders Festival is to literally introduce himself to the rest of the world as the new demon lord on the block and also make his nation a shit ton of money.
Oh.
do you think he
He's
has one of those
selling
like
out!
penny crushing machines? He's selling out.
He's not
We
selling
know.
He's not
boy-
selling
Come on,
out.
dude.
Rimuru is the way.
No, they sell the little like penny things, like you know where you put in a penny and then you
saying-
grind it and
Are
then
you
it turns
saying
into
the
one of those
newest
little
member of the
flat things.
blockchain is Slime Coin?
Yeah, like like one of these things.
Slime
Like one of
Coin.
these things. Like they
Oh
flatten
my
the penny, but
God.
each
Oh,
one has a
man.
character.
It would have to be
Yeah,
like
yeah.
slime mochi
Yeah.
because that's already in the perfect shape.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
I'd
for
buy
that.
it.
Anything round. Anything round like
Please
Also,
that.
thanks, my
continue
lord.
on. Please continue on with your
Yeah.
regularly
Yep.
scheduled reading. This has gone
Go
way
for it.
farther than I expected. But yeah.
It was good to
Yeah.
see my lord, though.
Yeah,
And Tiny Slime.
so I love that you called her
Yeah.
my lord. Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna let
Yeah.
her know
My
you
lord.
said that. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really quickly,
Mhm.
volume 7 is where the manga is right now. So actually, once we get to volume 8, we may actually pass the manga because the manga's monthly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Light novels are probably easier to churn out than
Yeah,
manga
yeah.
by far.
I mean,
The
it's
manga
mostly
Yeah,
words.
it's only text.
Mhm.
the manga's just serialized monthly. I don't know why. But yeah, it's I mean they are towards the end of volume 7. That is the difference.
Do you think they do that to kind of pad it out
They're
a little bit?
almost
But
an
I don't know how
entire
it
they're
works, but-
almost an entire book ahead of us. Just saying.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
So,
not that far though.
They're toward the
We're
end of
getting
volume
up pretty
7.
fast.
They're at the end of volume
Yeah.
7. We're towards the end of volume 6. All right, let's keep
Mhm.
going. Go,
Yep.
go.
Yeah, go for it.
Not believing for a moment that it would lead to tragedy, that belief sadly would ultimately betray him. All the dots.
There you go.
The intense magical battle continued. Hold on. Who's
Apparently
saying
we're
that?
back to present
Adam.
now.
That's Adelman. Adelman.
Yeah, okay. Melt all and wear it away. Acid shell! The effectual spell Adelman had just cast conjured balls of liquid in the air, each capable of melting flesh to the bone. They rained down upon Shuna. She didn't miss a beat. Flame wall! The barrier of fire deflected and vaporized all the magic-infused droplets, between accelerating her mind to 1,000 times normal possessing superior analyze and assess skills,
Superior.
and changing the rules with cast, cancel, and control laws. Shuna's unique skill, Parser, was made for a clash of magic like this. From the moment Adelman began constructing a spell, she had a way to deal with it. Then how about this? Malicious dead, accept this sacrifice. Curse bind! This was necromancy, an offshoot of elemental magic that took advantage of the negative energies from ghouls and the undead. Curse bind was a particularly nasty one, summoning zombies that latched onto anything living, human or magic-born, and drained away their life energy. Even that wasn't enough. Holy bell! Shuna's refreshingly clear voice reached Adelman's ears, and right after came the tolling of bells he was once well used to hearing. That was all it took to send the grudgeful zombies to the afterlife. It can't be! Why? Why is a monster wielding elemental magic? Adelman's eyes shot open at the divine miracle playing out before him. The magic was deployed all too beautifully, reminding him of his youthful days spent studying. This was holy magic in the air, something a monster girl should never be able to weave. The unbelievable sight made him scream without thinking. Shuna smiled as she decided to answer Adelman's question, even though she had no obligation to. Do you find it strange? Perhaps you need a little more imagination. Holy magic is not the exclusive domain of humans. It will work with anyone who believes in the powers of miracles, based on the strength of their belief. Conventional wisdom in this world started that holy magic worked by forging a pact with an elemental spirit. This was both right and wrong. The fact that Magicborn... Is she still talking? She's not talking.
No.
The fact that Magicborn could cast healing spells
Yeah.
indicated that holy magic was possible for them without any pact with a holy being. Most humans,
Sorry, go
and
ahead.
even monsters, didn't understand that. The sole condition for acquiring holy magic was having faith, believing in miracles. To put it another way, good or evil didn't factor into it. The strength of one's emotions was directly converted into power. That was how this family of magic worked. This was also the reason why the dragon faithful that worshipped Milim could access holy magic. Am I still reading?
And then we get a picture.
We got a picture. Richie, should we shift it over to the Sonic now? It was a picture and then there was a pause. So I don't know if that counts as like an asterisk.
No, the picture in the
Not yet,
pause I
okay.
don't believe counts.
Okay,
Keep-
go ahead. Keep going, Smarks.
If we're Let's see. I believe it was.
I think it's a little bit.
Yeah, the next asterisk is a little bit further. Yeah, there's not a pause after the image. From where
it's just an image.
Yeah, it's just an image.
Oh.
You've got like
Yeah.
a couple more pages.
Yeah.
But the next time I see an asterisk is that Hakuro and Soe ran up to Shuna. So
Gotcha.
you're literally
that.
covering the fight, and then Speed is covering the aftermath. Speed will be covering the aftermath of the fight all the way to the end of this chapter, and the beginning of the next chapter, Walpurgis. So there we go.
Good.
Hearing this terse explanation was staggering to Adelman.
I was wrong the whole time. I was betrayed. I lost my faith in the goddess Luminous. I thought I would never be able to wield holy magic again.
Luminous betrayed Adelman. Or to be precise, he had been trapped by the supreme leaders of Luminism. He still didn't know why. Perhaps they feared his rise in power. Perhaps it was another reason. All he knew was that Luminous, his goddess, offered him no helping hand.
It's almost comical in a way. The 7 Days clergy tricked me into setting off to quell a large army of undead attacking our people. I never could have guessed it was a trap. And thanks to that, Ghidorah conducting magical experiments on me, I've been revived as this twisted, reviled figure.
Unaware that he was being led to his grave, he waltzed right into the far edge of the great forest of Jura, where he still dwelled today. He was awaited by a legion of undead, led by a dragon zombie. He was accompanied by Alberto, acolyte, and his closest friend, along with 4 knights and an expeditionary force that loved him, and they fought with all their might. It wasn't enough. Adelman fell to the ground and died once. But then reincarnation, a mysterious art placed upon him by his other friend, Ghidorah, activated and resurrected his soul. A soul that had already been poisoned by the miasma across the land, the malice of the dead around him. He was reborn, not as a man, but as a wight. Transformed into a skeleton, the metamorphosis had caught the attention of the demon lord Kazalim, and now here he was today. Who's saying this? Shuna.
Yeah.
It's Shuna. Thus, if you are incapable of handling holy magic, then I am positive you are incapable of beating me. Shuna's words hit home with a knockout punch, reminding Adelman that he was still in battle.
Why?
He instinctively asked.
Why did you think I was a master of holy magic?
Because of how you look, came the cold reply. That white vestment, which only high-level bishops and above are permitted to wear. You are worthy of such fine robes, and yet you whine and carry on about being unable to conquer such a basic bind like this. I hardly needed to examine you closely to see that you wore that robe simply out of blind attachment to your former holy magic. She had him pegged the entire time. He could hear it in her voice.
I have let you spout far too much nonsense.
Adelman flew into a rage, not at Shuna, but at himself, seeing his true heart now. Something he couldn't notice until it was pointed out to him, made him both exasperated and enraged at his own spinelessness. But he could also feel an inexplicably refreshing comfort in his heart, like the fog of 1,000 years had finally lifted from him. He let his raging emotions drive him to cast another spell.
I offer this prayer to my god! I seek your divine powers! May my request reach your ears safely! Yes, I simply lacked the resolve, having my beloved friends turn into undead. I couldn't let myself die and leave them behind. I wasn't good enough. Necromancy and aspectual magic cannot cleanse the undead. Who could say how many times I wished I could tap into holy magic?
Those friends were one reason why Adelman was bound to this area. He couldn't abandon the fine men and women who died here, but lived on as accursed zombies. And that intent was the bond that tied them to this land. Finally, just now, Adelman realized the mistake he had made. So he connected together a complex seal with the bones that were his hands and boldly declared his prayer to the lands above. It was an incantation, as shown by the complicated geometrical shapes that appeared in the air before him.
This girl, Shuna. I have no grudge against her. If anything, I owe her a great debt for opening my eyes. But suicide is forbidden to me. I apologize, but I will need to have you join me.
That apology came from the heart. The checks placed upon him by Kazalim ranged far and wide, holding Adelman down, but if he was caught up in the fallout from an attack on the enemy, that was hardly his fault. He planned to destroy himself, taking Shuna along with him, for only then he could free the people who unwittingly joined him. A layered circle of magic spread out, covering Shuna and Adelman.
And render all to dust! Disintegration!
I was waiting for that. Overdrive! Just before... No, wait, that was her. Anyway, just before Adelman could complete his spell, Shuna used Parser for a control laws rewrite. The results wrested control of the local spiritual elements away from Adelman, driving them haywire.
What? You have less than 1/10 of my magical energy! How could you possibly overwrite my magic?
Magicules and spiritual particles were controlled by magical force. Having his magic overwritten could only mean that Adelman's force was overpowered by Shuna's. To him, Shuna looked hopelessly outclassed, but now, at long last, Adelman realized he was wrong on the score as well.
Impressive. Let me reward you by releasing you from this land.
The white... Oh, that was her.
Yeah.
Impressive.
She just suddenly
Let me
has this
reward
voice
you.
mocking him. Impressive. What the fuck?
Yeah, she used mimic.
Yeah.
Y'all already heard the line.
Yeah.
The light was swallowed up by the flood of light. Unable to hear Shuna's words to the end, she had used magic on him, realizing that someone like Adelman, at least her equal in terms of holy magic, could collect the energy required to purify the local area. She wasn't expecting him to break out the most powerful of all holy spells, but luckily for her, she knew how that one worked. That was what made it so easy to overwrite. The light now permeated the land, enveloping not just Adelman, but all the other undead, cleansing them. That was fun. Now I
Yeah.
gotta use that.
I kind of wish Shuna's VA was here. I kind of wanted to say that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
believe
to
in
do
the me that
voice.
believes in my
Yeah.
Lord Rimuru, God of the Church of Rimurism.
Oh, yes.
Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na. You know, it's like a fucking drill forms around her hand. Pretty cool.
That'd be great.
That's not even remotely how it happens. I think you're gonna enjoy
Oh,
it once
come
you
on.
get to this part of the anime.
Actually,
Okay.
Overdrive would be better in a JoJo voice.
Overdrive.
Clodilda! All right, so
Yep.
here's the funny part. Here's the funny part about that. You've barely met him, but he's gonna be bigger in the next season. But Clayman,
Congratulations on graduating from a
voice
day.
actor for
So
Dio.
that is basically just getting
Yes.
a participant.
Really?
Holy Rose
Well-
Snow
Japanese
is
one.
no longer a
Remember,
Dave. Thank you for that. Can we
I'm-
get some
Hello.
yachts
I'm
in
watching the dub.
Praise Rimuru.
Remember, I'm watching the dub, so I don't think that's quite right.
Harley,
Yeah.
thank you for the tier 3.
It's a little different.
Thank you for the tier 3.
I think.
Oh yeah, I
Patrick-
remember that.
I know some of the voice
Uh,
actors. I know some of the voice actors in the dub. I do. But
Yeah,
I will
it's-
say,
what's
I
his
will
name?
say,
Patrick something.
I don't
So-
know necessarily Patrick Seitz.
I think so, but he did a
Alright.
pretty good job. He just
Anyway,
useless,
here's my
useless,
thing.
useless.
Here's my thing.
Oh.
Here's my thing. I've never
Mhm.
watched it dubbed, mostly because I
Yeah.
started with sub, and
Mhm.
whatever I start with is what I tend to lock on to. I
Yeah,
know and I
yeah.
love a lot of the people that voice the dub version.
Patrick Seitz.
I
yeah.
love them, and I'm like, these are people I've worked with. These are people that I know can act.
Mhm.
Having said that, once I get one version stuck in my head, that's the one I tend to gravitate toward.
Yeah, same
I
here.
have
I get
Especially
that.
for
I totally
Dio.
get
I
that.
have never in my life ever watched the
Mm-hmm.
subbed version of Cowboy Bebop or Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, same
Never.
here.
I get
Oh, I
that.
heard Cowboy actually.
Yeah.
Hey,
Never.
Yusuke,
Dude,
you're
dude,
You're looking
have-
awfully ugly.
I've
today.
got to tell you, the dub
Yeah.
of Yu Yu Hakusho so much
It's so
smarmier.
good.
It's so
It's
much
great.
smarmier.
Yeah,
Really?
Yusuke,
yeah.
you gotta. You're looking real submissive and breedable today.
Fuck.
Sorry.
You're Mishy.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
He always has that really.
it's
stupid
Chris
voice.
Sabat. It's Chris fucking Sabat.
Yeah, Chris Sabat. not
Kuwabara
Patrick
is
Seitz.
Vegeta.
Yeah.
Really?
great.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's so fucking fun. Dude, you think that's hilarious? You should see the dub of Fruits Basket. Ayame,
God.
the snake, the most effeminate guy on that whole thing, is voiced by Chris Sabat. You
Please
can
remove
hear
that
it.
curse
I'm
line
like,
from
oh
my
my
memory.
god, I fucking love that shit.
Here, Missy. No, you're no homo or anything, but your lips are looking really
Shit.
soft.
Yo.
I think there was a whole
Kuwabara.
thing about him. Like,
Kuwabara, yeah, there you go.
Take that curse
Kuwabara.
line back right now.
Literally, Kuwabara is All Might.
Yeah, it's
There
great.
you go.
It's great.
Take that curse line back.
Kuwabara,
Stop.
you fucking
All
suck,
right,
man.
anyway, where are we
You're
in the
Michi.
book?
It's time to smash.
No,
God.
no,
Stop.
God damn it, stop.
Okay.
I'm mixing like 3 different characters at once.
STAHP, stop.
Nap. All right. I think it's
All
your
right,
turn, Speed.
Yep,
Yep,
Hakuro
go
and
for it.
Soe.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Oh, stay on
And
the page.
you're gonna wrap this up all the way to the end of
Oh,
volume
hydrate.
4.
Thank you.
So
Mhm.
all the way to volume
Hydrate.
4. So that's where you're at. Oh, I saw it. I'm just ignoring it because I don't have anything to hydrate with. We're out of water.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not. Yeah. I gotta
All
get
right, here we
taken
go.
to the grocery store later so I can actually get like a couple gallons of water because I forgot to get them.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hakaru and Soy ran up to shoot it. That should not be hard. Anyway. Shuna.
Yeah.
Damn it. I don't know.
It's okay.
My first line. Dang it. All right.
It's okay, man. You got this. You got it.
I tell you, I wanted to end this sooner, but that Death Knight was far more capable than I estimated. You saved my life right there, Lady Shuna. With the land fully cleansed, the Death Knights had reverted all the way down to a lowly skeletal fighter and fell to the ground. Following Adelman's will, it had lost any further desire to fight. The sight was enough to make Haruko realize the battle was over. He regretted losing to such a challenging opponent. Oh no, that's right. But protecting Shuna took priority over everything else, and she required all his attention right now. No, Hakuro, you were a great help to me. You too, Soye. Distracting that death dragon's attention and buying me so much time. If it had fallen out of control, I doubt we could have won. It shames me that I could not have...
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay,
that was
go ahead.
me. That was okay. It shames me that I could not defeat it.
As Soe implied, the Death Dragon was a powerful foe, capable of healing light damage instantly and boasting an aura that infected the mind of anyone who touched it. Someone like him, capable of controlling multiple replications at once, to emerge from that unscathed, if anything, he deserved praise for holding out so long against a foe that shut down his decisive weapon. The Death Dragon, too, vanished upon Adelman's defeat, unable to maintain its existence after the magicule supply that powered it was shut off. Soye didn't much like how it ended, but anything you can walk away from is a victory. A victory, yes, but one with regret. The three looked at one another and sighed. Still, muttered Shuna, if Adelman had engaged me seriously from the beginning, none of us would be alive, would we? I think I let my anger drive me to be a little too reckless. Adelman never let up on her at all during the fight, but he also never attempted anything underhanded to snare her. If he really intended to kill them all, he could have done so in many other ways. Shuna could see that, and it filled her with regret. Quite true, Haruko commented. Perhaps our new strengths have made us grow a tad conceited.
Certainly. It is just as Sir Rimuru fretted about. There's no telling what may have happened in battle. I should have gathered more intelligence.
In the end, however, a win is a win. Clayman's domain had lost its main line of defense, but that didn't end things. The trio had a job to do. Seize Clayman's castle and fully neutralize the threat inside. Non-combatants comprised the majority of the people remaining in the castle, none of whom cited any oath of loyalty to Clayman. The more quick-witted among them, or those who took the employment simply as for money's sake, surrendered without a hint of resistance. There were as many who were restricted in the castle by mental or spiritual bonds, but a combination of Persuasion and magical decuring on Shuna's part allowed them to. Sorry.
Yeah,
allowed them to capture. Yeah, allowed them to capture the entire castle in short order. With the occupants neutralized, it was time to start searching. They had. Excuse me. They had already confirmed that the demon Lord Carrion. I'm making sure it is Carrion, right? I always feel like I'm saying that one wrong.
No, it's okay. It's
Carrion wasn't being. Carry on my way. Every time? Damn it.
Yeah, that's it. I remember it. So
I just have to think of that.
Yeah, you're good.
But they wanted to seek out anything that might have been able to use against Clayman. As they did, a figure approached them. Please, one moment. You're still alive? Do you need me to finish you off? Oh, I think that was your line, actually. I'm not sure.
Oh, no, wait. No, Hakuro does the middle one, and then I do the... Wait, Hakuro. He has no will to fight left. That's the one I did.
It was Adelman, and Shuna had to calmly keep Haruko from drawing his sword.
Hakuro.
The white... Hakuro, sorry.
Yeah, Hakuro.
The white fell to his knees, accompanied by a single skeletal fighter. Please, allow me to call you Lady Shuna. Shuna? Right.
Yeah.
Thanks to your magic, all of us have been released from the bonds that tied us here. Perhaps it was fate that kept us alive without being cleansed. I have a request that I hope you will let me propose. What is it? A quizzical Shuna asked, fearing this would be yet another more trouble for them. Thank you for hearing me out. I was hoping I would be able to meet the figure that you had devoted your faith to, Lady Shuna. When I lost my faith, I had lost the chance to ever reach the heights of my power ever again. My faith in my goddess Luminous is dead, and I need to find a new god for myself. All the dots. The three each gave Adelman I don't know the word. The three each gave.
Incredulous.
Yeah, let me try. The three of.
Okay.
The three each gave Adelman an incredulous looks.
There you go.
Incredulous, yeah. We have a great respect for Sir Rimuru, yes, but we don't worship him. Shuna stammered in reply. Sir Rimuru, you say? Adelman was unfazed, still eager to sell himself. Truly a wonderful name, one fully worthy of describing the glories of my new god. We may merely be a pair of fragile undead, but I believe we may be able to offer you assistance, Lady Shuna. Would it be possible to arrange an audience with this Sir Rimuru? Shuna wanted to remind Adelman of the difference between blindingly, unconditionally worshipping someone and treating them with respect while dealing with your problems by yourself. But she didn't. It seemed like too much to get into. Instead, she conjured up a mental image of Rimuru. The boing. The Y is the thing that throws me off there. The boing slime, she said she knew. Just this round figure. I was like, here you go. Right there. Just hands him one of the soaps. Here, this is exactly replica.
That's
this is it.
Yeah.
Praise me! Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm in the right place. Well, why not? Once he sees Sir Rimuru in the flesh, that might be enough to make him give up. Adelman seemed to be the type who got the wrong impression of people easily. It would take time to persuade him to think otherwise. So, Shuna figured it'd be
expeditious.
Figured it would be expeditionalist. Even when you say fucking yeah, for
okay,
everyone involved.
Yeah.
Why? I don't read out loud that much. Can you tell?
That's okay. It's hard to read up the spot, so I get you.
Yeah.
Some of these words are
it's literally a big requirement of anybody trying to get into voiceover. It's gonna be one of the things.
That's why I'm doing it here.
Yeah. Well, it's not just here. Do it around the house. You're gonna feel like a freak, but just do it around the house. The craziest thing. Yeah. No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
the craziest thing is literally
I'd imagine.
grabbing a tube of toothpaste and reading the fucking ingredients list on it
Ingredients.
in the most grab an emotion wheel. Don't look at it. Just randomly pick a spot. Open your eyes, and the emotion that you pick on the emotion wheel is the emotion that you
read out
have
loud.
to read aloud the ingredients on a tube of toothpaste.
Yep.
Oh, I love that idea. That's so cool.
Stupid. Something that stupid and that asinine. But yeah, like heartache, loss. You're broken. So just imagine like the worst thing that you could think of being taking. Like you are literally in the what is it? The 5 stages of grief? Yeah, you're literally you have to go through all 5 stages of grief while reading a tube of toothpaste.
I don't have a tube of toothpaste, but I have a box of mints.
Literally go through and read like
example, I'd imagine.
But you like read the basic instructions of that, you know?
Ingredients. Sorbitol. Peppermint oil.
So it's like anger, then it's like denial, bargaining, and then eventually acceptance. But yeah,
peppermint oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Hold on.
So
magnesium stearate.
5 stages of grief.
Bargaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 4th one, I don't know.
So the 5 stages of grief are as follows. If I can fucking look at it, Jesus Christ.
Page load.
Okay. 5 stages of grief breakup. No. 5 stages of grief are just in
denial,
general.
anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance.
There we go.
Depression, that's the one.
Depression. Okay, so depression is going to be a really fun one.
So just ingredients.
So if you feel like you're going to cry, you know you're doing good with depression.
I can do each line as that, actually. There are 5 exact lines on this peppermint box. Peppermint, mint, pulvery, mentis.
Denial, anger, bargaining, depression,
sorbitol, peppermint oil, magnesium stearates.
It's like, no, this couldn't possibly be. It's like, no.
Yeah.
No. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
You're not telling me that. You're lying to me.
It
There's
starts,
no way that's true.
When I'm sitting here going, no, it's not that. No, it's not. I mean, come on.
No,
it's not.
Thank you, Christopher.
Yeah,
you dip into the voice and you lose the emotion.
Hello.
It's the 5 stages of grief.
Come on.
Hello.
All right, anyway.
This is how you act, ladies and gentlemen. You just gotta do it good.
But continuing on.
I got one more. I got one more paragraph. Then we can do the jokes.
Yeah.
No more jokes. We'll just be ending it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
No more jokes.
Good night, everybody. That's the joke.
No, fingerprints.
Shuna was.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Once the dust settled, Shuna was in command of Adelman and the several thousand undead that survived, if you can call that living, the battle. Or whatever it is the undead did. That undead did. Clayman's castle was now fully conquered.
Hooray.
Woo! So how is Adelman alive?
I feel like we should just say,
sounded like
everybody, and then just immediately in the screen.
Yes. I see you. They did see them.
I see you.
No. Fingerprints. I don't think so.
We could all see you.
Good night, everybody.
There's so many funny jokes in there.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging with us for all of Chapter 4. We'll be starting up Chapter 5 next week.
In Clayman's castle.
No. Not in Clayman's castle.
Yeah, we all gotta have backgrounds to be in like in a castle or something.
Bye.
It doesn't take place in his castle.
Oh yeah, I know it. I imagine it does.
Walpurgis is literally taking place in Guy's domain.
Oh, you mean Guy?
I
don't know why.
Oh yeah, no, we're not doing that.
I really hate that they chose that.
I
It's like, dude,
with
he's
Millen's name
Why is
because I've been watching the show and they say Milim. It kills me.
Milim.
I really hate
I even remember seeing a clip from.
Well,
I was watching a YouTube video with
if you're watching it in Japanese, they actually say milim. So
Meeting.
me
Yeah.
calling
no,
her
I was
Millim,
watching like
me
a video.
calling her Millim is actually incorrect too. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like
was
a
watching a
Zoro's
video
Meeting
of them
Nana.
covering the
Damn
demon
it.
lords and
Don't
whatever,
give it
and
up,
they even
Demon.
haven't.
Mhm.
They even have like a thing in the dub in the corner. It's like
What?
we know it says guy, but it's actually pronounced G, and it says like Ghee. I was like, then why not just spell it that way? Why
Right?
spell it
I
the
mean-
word guy was this? It doesn't
don't
make
know.
any sense.
Well, because guy is just so plain too. Just Ghee would be fine. If you wanted
Literally,
to
it was the
spell-
sound.
just
It was
spell
the
it like
sound.
that.
It was the sound that humans made when he tortured and killed them. So he picked that as his name. Literally, they were like,
Yeah, like you're getting poked in the side, guy.
it's not
Yeah.
guy. It's
And his best friend, ow, 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 please stop. Ah.
I thought that was his middle name.
Stop. Yeah.
And they live in the
it's please,
castle
and then
of.
stop is the last name.
Ladies and gentlemen, Walpurgis will be held this year in the gorgeous and sunny areas of
The castle.
Guantanamo Bay.
Oh boy.
I was gonna go in the castle of.
All right, kids, get
All
out
right.
your torture devices.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right.
You guys have a good one. Thank
Thanks
you so
for
much for
coming.
coming by. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you
Oh.
on the next one. I'm glad we actually managed to get a good amount of like
Oh.
actual reading done. So
Yeah,
we
I'm sorry.
we really got through it. That having been
Caught
said,
up
with that voice.
on
Don't-
Ryuma's
Yeah,
thing.
we're still like an hour, or half an hour away from it.
Oh
That is-
god.
so you'll have a good
Yep.
one. Bye bye for now.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.